What is up, guys? We're back with another Pokemon Sun and Moon moveset and strategy guide. This is actually for Vikavolt. So if you guys are alright for this, feel free to drop a like and subscribe if you want more videos like this in the future. I'd like to thank you guys for the support on all of the other videos. It's completely insane so far. And you guys keep wanting them, so I'm going to keep bringing them your guys' way. Now, as for Vikavolt, just by the design before the game's even released, I thought this thing was going to be an absolute monster. One of those super speedy mons, like I'm saying, like base like 130, like speed, like 130 speed, maybe like 130 special attack, and have it be like a frail electric volt switching tank, something of that nature. Being a bug electric type also gives it a bit of a unique typing. Galvantula is probably the most similar thing to it. Galvantula it's more of a sticky web user though. This is a bit more different. Mon you're going to be using instead of Galvantula. When the stats did release for this thing though, I was very disappointed. It has base 43 speed, guys. Base 43 speed, and it's supposed to be a electric type. Most electric types are pretty fast. I guess there's more bulky ones like Ampharos and Mega Ampharos and stuff like that. And bulky electric types, but most of them generally are faster. Having base 43 speed gives the thing a bit of a hindrance, so I was hoping they would make up for it in the moveset. They gave it a whopping 145 special attack, though. That is what we're going to be actually focusing on with this mon. You hit things incredibly hard. If it's not resisted, it's probably going to be killing, or more than likely killing, and if it's super effective, no way your opponent's going to be living, more than likely, with this high of special attack stat. 90 defense is decent, 75 special defense, I guess, 77 HP is Also, another note is, being a part bug type, it also is weak to Stealth Rock, so you can't be switching this thing in too willy-nilly. It's going to be taking rocks damage every time you do come in with it, so you got to be careful. And probably pair it with like a very good Defogger or Rabbit Spinner if you're going to be using this thing. That's what I would recommend. For this first set, I'm going to hop into it just right away with you guys. For this first set, you're going to want to run, this is actually more of a kind of a situational set, I guess. Not really situational, but kind of using the base 145 special attack, running choice specs. You have base 43 speed, so more than likely your opponent's going to be outspeeding you. You eat that hit up, you fire off either a Volt Switch, a Thunderbolt, and completely annihilate your opponent, take them out of the equation. That's pretty much what this set is. As for the last move, that's why I left it blank. Vikavolt does get a decent amount of coverage, more than other electric types. A lot of other electric types only get like Fire and possibly like Hidden Power Ice and Signal Beam usually. We get a decent amount of coverage here, being that we have Air Slash. It's not Stab, but it can hit like Grass types and stuff like that for super effective. But you also have Bug Buzz for that. But it's just there for coverage, I guess. You also got the Energy Ball to hit Ground types, which is very nice. You do not have to run Hidden Power Ice. You have the Ground types to hit like things like Swampert and Quagsire for super effective when you can't really touch them. Flash Cannon for Fairy types, which is also very nice. You can also run Hidden Power Fire if you need that coverage. Does have quite a few things as well. A lot of different coverage you can run here. So that last move is left blank. It depends what your team needs and whatever you want to run. As for the EV spread, 252 special attack, 252 speed. With this set, I would actually run a Timid Nature just so you can get the max outspeeds. Otherwise, I would probably run Modest every time. But just for this set. On to the next set. Just going to acknowledge how sick the Shiner version of this looks. Absolutely sick. That's why I just made this one shiny, just to tell you guys that. Life Orb set, kind of a standard set here, with Thunderbolt, Volt Switch, Bug Buzz, and the Energy Ball. Energy Ball, again, hitting things like ground types and things that are 4 times weak mainly. And just for coverage, other things are pretty much no-brainer, being that it takes advantage of dual stab. As for the EV spread, you're going to run max HP on this one. It really doesn't matter if you run speed. If you can run speed if you wanted, but you're not going to be taking hits more effectively. If you run speed, I would run the HP here just because you're probably going to be taking a hit with the base 43 speed. You're not going to be outspeeding anything, and you're probably going to have to take a hit. And with the HP, it just lets you take hits a little bit more and stay around a bit longer. Max special attack, running the Modest Nature. Modest Nature is going to completely dominate and destroy your opponents with that base 145, especially on stab and moves with this much viability. On the next set, this here is more of a tank set. I kind of just made this one up. I'm not quite sure how this one's going to be used. If you guys want to use this one, you can. It's more of a gimmicky set. Max HP, max defense, more of like a bulky defensive set. It does get, Vikavolt actually does get access to Roost, which is very, very interesting. It has reliable recovery. So I guess you can roost off rocks damage if you needed to. You can always type that onto one of the other sets if you want to roost rocks damage off or possible other damage and stay around. Give it the Thunderbolt and Bug Buzz and the Toxic here. Basically what this is meant to do is pretty much Toxic stall your opponent out and dwindle them down with both your dual stab moves and roost the damage off. That's really what this set is about. And coming on something that really can't touch you. And you had to sit there and Toxic stall them out. The only thing that's really a downside with this is it's pretty walled by steel types. You can't Toxic them, and Bug Buzzers are resisted. You can maybe Thunderbolt them, but they're more than likely going to be taken out because most steel types do get rock type coverage. Also going over the ability, which I should have probably did this earlier. Levitate, very good ability. We do not have a ground type weakness, so we're only weak to fire and rock, I think. So I'm pretty sure we are. And I think ice. Yeah, I think we're weak to fire, rock, and ice. So, very good ability. A lot of the mons get that ability, and they turn out being very well. This year is probably going to be the most used set, in my opinion. You can also run the extra belt here if you want that extra oomph on your hits. The agility set, Vikavolt does get access to agility, giving you a +2 speed. So at this point, you're probably going to be outspeeding, I think, like base. I'm not quite sure, like round about like 105, I think it is. I haven't checked it. I'll check after this video and let you guys know in the description if I do remember. But I think it's around base 105 outspeeds. You'll probably be getting with at +2, just because you're so low on speed the way it is. You can tack the Volt Switch on there. Volt Switch is also just debatable because you really don't want to be switching out after you come in and set up an agility. And at that point, you're going to be at low HP as well. So if there's stealth rocks up, you're more than likely going to die on the next switch in. So Volt Switch, I guess, is a bit debatable. It depends if you want to run that. Thunderbolt, no-brainer. You could probably run Bug Buzz instead of Volt Switch if you wanted as well, which I probably would do. You could probably tack in the Bug Buzz here. As for the last move, it pretty much comes down to whatever your team needs. You can pretty much run the Flash Cannon, I guess, maybe Energy Ball, stuff like that. If you want to run Roost, you can also run Roost to regain your HP back and then start going to town with your dual stab, which probably would be pretty decent in this set. You can run Roost if you wanted. Hidden Power Fire, just so you're not walled against things like Ferrothorn and stuff like that. Other than that, there's really not much else you can run. Maybe if you want to run T-Wave, but that's more of a sport that you can run. Not really too many other options. But all in all, Vikavolt, being that I kind of thought it actually was going to be something different than it actually was, it does have a lot of options. You can also, this year it's probably going to be like the max speed set, so that's what I probably do with this one. Come in on something pretty much that you really can't touch you, and hopefully get an agility off. You can also run maybe Sash. I guess if you want to run Sash here, you come in on something, you can run Focus Sash, which is also something that you probably run. Being that there's no rocks on the side of your side of the field, which is something that's going to be reliant if you use the Focus Sash. Come in, take the hit, get the agility up, and then go to town and take out your opponents. That's pretty much what you can use there as well. Being that Vikavolt was something I really didn't see, they gave it stats that weren't really what the design really looks like. You expect this thing like to be a super fast special attacker or physical attacker just by the design, but they gave it the base 43 speed and the 145 special attack. But they did give it a move pool to where I think it is going to be decent enough to use in competitive. Especially when they give it agility. Agility gives it a lot of help, and it does make it a lot more viable, in my opinion. They also give it a lot of coverage, which does help it as well, and it puts it up above a lot of the other electric types as well. Galvantula really doesn't get as much coverage. It does get Energy Ball and stuff like that, but it does not get Flash Cannon or Air Slash. So let me know what you guys do think of these in the comment section down below. If you also have sets, you can throw them down in the comments as well. I'm going to get out of here. See you guys in the next video. Peace.